Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? This is day number 6 of my week of rest, week and a half, whatever it's going to wind up being. Now, I got my days mixed up. I think last time I said I had to be there for surgery on Monday or Tuesday, but I have to be there Tuesday for blood work and pre-op stuff, and then Wednesday morning is when the actual surgery is going to be. Now, I had a lot of questions for people questions and comments. People want to know what the procedure is. Several people said it's a very routine thing and don't worry about it and that. Well, it's not. The procedure I'm having is not a routine procedure. The doctor that's doing this is one of the best in the country. There's only a handful of doctors in the country that do this, and he only does about 20 or 25 a year. Now, that's not saying a lot of people don't have this condition, but a lot of people that don't get to the point where it needs to, there's a blockage in there, and that needs to be removed. That's not real. It's common sort of to them because they're the only ones that do it. But anyway, I found, once again, proves that you go to YouTube and look up and you can find anything you want to find. There is 3 YouTube videos on the procedure I'm having. A couple of them are sort of lengthy and a lot of talking and a lot of real wordy type things. So, and there's one that's about a minute and a half long that shows an actual procedure. What they do when after they got to get a heart stopped, and they reroute the blood and all that where it goes through my brain and all. And once they get it stopped, they go down inside of the septum, which that's the chamber which pumps the blood out, and that's where the obstruction is, the blockage. And they actually take a little scalpel, and you'll see it on the video if you want to watch it. It's not real bloody and gory, but they actually take that scalpel and go in there and cut a big chunk out. And on this video, they lay it on the table and show what it looks like and all. Now this is, if you're not interested, don't watch it. If you don't like, there's not a lot of blood in it, but it's an actual open heart surgery being done. So if you don't like that, if you don't want to see it, don't watch it. This is mainly for a couple of people that's asked me. It's easier to show that than it is for me to explain it. So I'll link that video down in the description box. And I've watched it 2 times. I watched the other 2 also. And of course, it's the exact same thing the doctor told me they was going to do. When they told me about it to start with, the way that what they was going to do and all, it sort of freaked me out a little bit. But I came to grips with it, and then it's taken me this 2 months that I've been waiting since that last surgery was canceled. It's took me that long to actually watch it on video, which I watched it 2 nights ago. So, and it didn't bother me any. I mean, I know it's a major deal. It's dangerous. You know, like all surgeries are dangerous, no matter what it is. But I'm comfortable with it, and I just look so forward to getting back to my old self. A couple of people that's had it posted on there that how much better they feel, and they can go back to their just about almost normal lives like they did before they started having trouble. It affects the blood flow, and the way the medication I'm on has got me so, my heart rate's so low and my blood pressure has to stay low. That's why I don't have the energy. My oxygen level's not like it should be. My voice doesn't sound anything now like it did, 10 years ago. Not to me, it don't anyway. Watching old videos and stuff. And even got some VHS tapes that we watched not long ago of old Christmas parties and stuff like that. So when it's all over with, maybe I'll be back to my old self. I hope so. I would say I couldn't feel any worse, but I guess I could. But anyway, for those that wanted to know, I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to put that video there. And thanks too for all the prayers, the well wishes, kind words, the offers for help. Thank you very much for all that. We got everything we need, I think. I already got my bag packed, sitting in the bedroom, ready to go. Got the cars in tip-top shape, and all that's ready. I've got somebody's going to be here at the house to feed chickens for me. and look after the place while I'm gone. Be about a week or so, 5 to 7 days I'll be there, and then as long as everything goes right, then I'll get to come home. But and that we all know you can rest better at home than you can in the hospital anyway. Special thanks to Frank and Nikki at Addie Girls Homestead for taking those rabbits off my hands. I'm just it's a little bit too much to ask somebody to stay over here and take care of all that kind of stuff for me, because even when I get home, it's going to be a few weeks before I can get out and start messing with animals and stuff like that. So y'all enjoy them, and I'll get going back in rabbits again later on this year, or either early next year. But chickens ain't hard to take care of, so we'll just, nothing else, I'll open the gate and let them loose, let them wander around in the yard. Alright, that's enough about that. I'm going to show you something neat. Now this is, talked to a buddy of mine the other night, one of my hillbilly brothers, and he was talking about catfish bait, and what kind of little, somebody he knows puts it, mixes up the livers and the concoctions. There's only excuse me, 20,000 different ways to make catfish bait. So about anything you can come up with, works pretty good. So we was talking about the little mesh bags, and I'm going to show you what I use for chum bags. Excuse me. Let's have some coffee right quick. There we go. Show you what I use for mesh bags. It don't cost very much. Now these cost a little more than the El Cheapos. This is a pot and pan scrubber. The El Cheapos, I think the last ones I got was 30 or 40 cents, something like that. These was less than $1 a piece anyway. And what you do, take your pad. Some of them's got a wire ring that holds it all together. Some of them have string. Yep, that won't break. Let me see. Pardon me. I got that cough going on. Excuse me. Just take that string out. Take your thing apart here. There's another string on this one. Like I said, some of them have got just one wire, little wire clamp deal on them. You just take it loose with a pair of pliers. See what I'm doing? Turn that down a little bit. Excuse me. Take that off. Unravel that. Now the extra cheap ones are usually a little bit longer than this, but this one's fine. Now you have a mesh tube. You can do it with a string, or just tie a knot. Holds up better if you tie a knot in it. Just tie a knot in it. And now you have a little mesh bag. See there? Now you can take and mix up your catfish bait. Take your livers, chicken livers, rabbit liver, gizzards, anything like that you want. My grandfather used to use beef liver, and I've used it before. Slice it up in your bait size pieces. Sprinkle garlic powder on it. He put it in a jar, like a mason jar. Let it ferment in the sun, get hot, then put it in the freezer. Get ready to go fishing, take it out, and then you're ready. But you can take your chicken livers or rabbit livers and put them in this bag like this. Make you like a little loaf. Put it in the freezer. Get ready to go fishing, take it out, and just cut your pieces off of there. And run your hook around that mesh bag. Leave this bait, mesh bag, and everything. So, and the other ones that are bigger, also they make handy little bags for making chum bags. Fill that up with fish heads or guts or whatever. Tie a string around it, put it down in the edge of the water, tie it to a tree or to the side of the boat. And that oil and all out of your out of your chum will make a chum slip in the water and draw fish to it. Now do that where it's legal. Some places it's not legal. So here we can tie it to the side of the boat's fine, but you can't tie it to a tree and leave it. You know, just like live bait, you can use live bait to catfish if you use it on a pole, on a rod and reel, on a pole. But bush hooks and limb lines, you can't use live bait on that. Not here. And the yo-yos that y'all see, my buddy old Duke, old worm getter, he used those yo-yos. I really like those. I've seen them before. Excuse me, but they're not legal in Florida, so we can't use them. Excuse me. Well, you can't use them and get caught. And I don't push the law at all with stuff like that. You'll get fined and lose your fishing license, and they can confiscate your boat, your truck, the whole deal. And a couple of fish ain't worth that to me. So that's a pretty handy little thing to know. And that's what these look like. These are the ones that I got the wife to pick these up for me. That's probably all they had. But there you go. Nice little tip. I know most of my videos here lately has been concentrating on knives, and when I get back and get going again, I've already got some knives. I got some orders on the books that I'm gonna start when I get able to. But I'm gonna try to shift it a little more to the homesteading thing. Pardon me again. Try to shift back to the homesteading thing a little bit, because by the time I'm ready, it'll be time for the fall garden. I'm gonna do a garden update, but there's really no point. There's so many weeds out there, and I just haven't been able to get out and take care of it. It's be more embarrassing to show you a big pile of weeds than it would anything else. But we'll get started back with that in the fall. We'll get our fall garden going, and maybe it'll turn out better. All right, we're gonna have a big Father's Day celebration tomorrow. Kids and grandkids and all will be here. I'm gonna cook some meat. Some ribs and chicken and venison roast, stuff like that. I may show you that. I may tonight when I prepare that venison roast. I'm gonna do it a little different. I don't think I've videoed doing one like this, so I might show you how to do that and show you some clips of tomorrow. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. I sure miss mine. I wish he was still here. Same with my wife. Her dad has passed away also. So happy Father's Day to y'all. Hope you have a good day. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. We'll see you in a day or two.